What's going on, YouTube? I'm Jody Black and welcome to my YouTube channel where we talk about everything finance. Let me start off by saying my heart truly goes out to the people of Ukraine. Obviously we know the crisis that's going on with Russia and Ukraine, so my heart truly goes out to those people. My prayers go out to the people of Ukraine. Why am I talking about this? Why did I even bring that up? As you read, the title says how to invest in crazy times, right? The crazy times that we're going through is not only what we're dealing with as a whole with Russia and Ukraine, but also COVID. And I know I'm as tired as you are with COVID, but let's get into the video on how we deal with this, right? So let me introduce a topic that you may have not heard about, and that's cyclical or non-cyclical stocks, sorry. And that's called defensive. You'll hear me say defensive a lot in this, and why are people not talking about that a lot, right? Especially all throughout YouTube. Defensive investing is very simple, right? But let's talk about what cyclical is before we get into defensive investing, right? So cyclical would be your things that when the economy is doing well, we can buy, right? We could buy clothes, we could buy jewelry, we could buy these things that don't truly matter. We could buy these things like automobiles or buy homes when we have the money and the economy is doing strong. The opposite of that would be non-cyclical, which would be defensive, in which I want to talk about today and how we could grow our bag, right? What are these things, right? If you're an adult, obviously you have bills, right? You have to pay utilities, right? You have to pay your gas, your water, right? You have to, we still have to pay healthcare. We still have to wash our ass. We still have to brush our teeth. And that's things that I hope that you guys are doing, right? We have to continue to do these things, right? So how can we invest in those things, right? We obviously have to pay that. So how can we invest these things, right? So like I said, my heart goes out to the people of Ukraine, and you have to think about what's going on with gas prices. Everybody is paying high gas prices right now because the price of oil obviously is going up and things like that. But how can we invest in those things? We can invest in those things. I know people up north, you have your PSE&G, right? Down south where I am, we have the Duke Energy and things like that. Also, we have to continue to eat, right? We have to continue to survive even when a recession is happening or the economy is bad. Why am I talking about these things? COVID happened, right? What's happening with Ukraine is going on right now. And as you see this graph right here, when crisis goes on like this, obviously you see right here, the stock market drops, right? But in about 40 to 45 days on average, it continues to grow, right? But how can we consistently grow a bag in a time where it doesn't matter when the economy is doing well or the economy isn't doing so well? Right now, we don't know where the economy is at. We have crises going on. We have COVID going on. How can we continue to get a bag? And that's with defensive investing, right? As you see my stocks right here that I'll post, you have your waste management, and you have your healthcare stocks, and you have your energy sector stocks that continue to do well because we still need these things. So you have to remember those things, but what you also have to remember is these stocks tend to pay high dividend yields as well. What are dividends? Dividends are, a sum of money that whoever you're invested in pays you back a sum of money, for investing in this company. Okay, so obviously, what are some good things when you're talking about defensive investing? We're talking about defensive investing. We're talking about high dividend yields. It's not recession proof, but it's good, slow growth when you're in a recession. And many advanced investing people and headlines are saying that we're toward a recession right now. So the economy is up in arms. We don't know what's going on. Many people are saying that we're headed toward a recession. So these are the things that you want to think about when you're investing, right? So a short story about, when I started investing when I was 19 years old. I spoke up about it when I was in class one day, and I told my teacher, listen, I'm thinking about investing. I'm 19 years old, I really don't know about it. And everybody in the class was like, don't do it. I'm in a class with younger people, older people. You're like, listen, do not do it. my grandfather told me not to do it. I've been doing it. My homeboy said, listen, don't do it. Look, you should be investing your money and you should be diversifying your portfolio. The stock market has had growth ever since it's been started, right? You want to be invested into the stock market. You want to diversify your portfolio, and defensive investing is for beginners, and advanced investors also invest in this as well, because it's a great investment for slow and steady growth that pays high dividend yields to you as an investor. So you want to stay invested in. Okay, so now obviously, as you hear me explain this, many people will say, well, you know, that's not really extravagant. Like, that's not going to help me grow my bag tomorrow. Investing is for the long term, especially when you're talking about the stock market. The stock market can be real volatile, where it, you know, fluctuates up and down, and you want to be invested in the long term. Now, if you're anywhere near my age, older than me, or a little younger than me, this is a marathon, not a sprint. Rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle, one of my favorite people. He says this all the time. It's a marathon, not a sprint. All money in, right? So you want to diversify your portfolio with defensive investing, and this is why, right? If you're a newer person to investing, this is a perfect introduction to you, because you'll have the slow and steady growth, and you can see how the market goes up, the market goes down, and you'll be able to see, okay, well, I see little growth in my money, and now I want to advance my investing. Now, in the next couple of videos, you'll hear how the sector actually goes and how you should be investing when the economy is turning around when we're in a recession, or when we're in a good economy. So stay tuned to those videos. Okay, so one thing I also wanted to mention in this video is inflation, right? Inflation is about 7.5%, which means the prices of goods are continuing to increase, which if we're making money and spending money, more money and more money each year, with the price of inflation going up and up and up, this means that you have to invest your money as well. Now, you hear me tell you about my short story about how I was in school and people were telling me not to invest, not to invest. I hope this video, it helps you out, that you have to invest, because obviously the price of inflation is at 7.5%, which means the prices of goods are going up, which means a lot of times you will have to make more money each year to even compete with the price of inflation. Also, if you're somebody that's just saving money in your traditional savings account, your traditional savings account is what, 0.01%. That means that you're really losing money, right? Because of the price of inflation, you're saving money, you're on the sidelines, you're scared to put your money in. Defensive investing is a great way to invest your money, especially for beginners. Now, like I said, advanced professional investors also do the same thing, because these are things that we have to invest in, because obviously we pay for these things all the time, and it's low risk and it's continuous growth, right? Whether we're in a recession or in a good economy. So you definitely want to think about this. If you are a beginner investor, you really don't know about investing, you want to do your own due diligence, look at stocks, stocks like Johnson & Johnson, Waste Management, stocks that I have here that I've been invested for quite some time, and really diversify your portfolio, right? And remember, as I said before, this is a marathon, not a sprint. Continue to invest, continue to allocate your money, diversify your portfolio, invest in these different things. All right, so I already know what you're thinking. Why does this guy got these glasses on? I wanted to put these glasses on real quick to let you know, be careful what you buy on Amazon. But if you like this video, please comment down below. Tell me what you liked about the video, and also tell me where you are investing in the future. Also, subscribe. Give me a thumbs up, and until next time, peace.